Capcom just dropped a brand new trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and it's packed with hidden details, story clues, and gameplay teases that change everything we thought we knew. Today, I'm breaking down every frame, connecting it to the past trailers and Koshi Nakanishi's comments, and sharing my boldest theories about what's coming to RE9. 2 weeks ago, I put out a video about everything we know so far about Resident Evil 9 Requiem. At the time of that video, the only material I had to go over was the first state of play trailer, the second trailer from Gamescom 2025, and the interview that the game's director Koshi Nakanishi did with IGN. Unfortunately, right after that video dropped, another trailer came out, making my video immediately outdated.
What the hell is this?
But that's not the only bad timing that video suffered from. If you know, you know. In this new trailer released by Capcom, we get a better look at our new villain, and I gotta say, this bastard looks scary. Without further ado, let's get into the breakdown. Today, we are going to be reviewing the second trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. There's a lot that I have to say about this game. I'm very excited about it. I feel like we are going to get something truly special. From everything I've seen, it looks perfectly scary, fine-tuned to craft the perfect horror experience. The thing is, it's kind of a repeat from some of the things we saw in the previous trailers, so I'm gonna kind of skip over those repeats unless it's relevant. So right there, that little file, you're gonna see how that's really important. This is the first thing of note in this trailer. You know how in the first trailer, we got to see a bunch of people walking through the rain? Well, this is a better look at that scene. So I'm betting that this is the opening after she leaves the FBI office, then she goes here. So she's just walking the surrounding area. It's kind of neat. But this whole area, I hope that this is fully walkable and isn't just a cutscene, because that would be really, really disappointing if we couldn't walk through any of this junk. That would be RE3 remake levels of just disappointment right there. I really hope we do get to actually walk through these streets and get to interact with shit. Just the ambient weather effects look a lot better than previous games.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
This guy right here, he was in the first trailer, like sneak peek. He gets infected. Your days are numbered, pal. You ain't living very long through this. Yeah, but he's that cop guy, so we know that he's not like a security guard or something. He's actually like Popo, police. The police light in the background, you can see the caution tape. Definitely, he gets snatched up, the villain guy, and injected, and buddy, you're gonna be a zombie, man. So he's her contact for investigating the Renwood, and I'm really interested to see how everything plays out. The other thing I forgot to mention is that cop says,
investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Now that is a line from the first trailer.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
So now we finally have a face assigned to that line, whereas beforehand I was just, oh, I don't know this voice actor, because like I don't recognize that voice actor. We finally have lines that are assigned to Alyssa Ashcroft.
We need to keep our voices down. We need to keep our voices down.
Please know that you are my hope. Please know that you are my hope.
We also have lines that are assigned to this cop character guy. We don't know his name yet. We're gonna figure out his name. I'm sure he loves a good fucking dozen of donuts.
Grace, stay close to me.
I'm coming.
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
Yep, that's that file. And I'm thinking that's gonna inform maybe a tutorial in a way. I don't know. It's really just some interesting stuff, but I really like how the Renwood looks in both forms, when it's decrepit and broken down, but also when it's back in the past. I think it's really, really neat. Before I dive deeper, stick with me, because later in this video, I'll break down a detail in the trailer that might confirm that Big Mama is actually Grace's mama, Alyssa Ashcroft. It's super easy to miss, but it could change how we look at all of RE9 Requiem. Right there. She says mom, and it immediately cuts to the hag, or Big Mama, as she was referred to by IGN and Nakanishi. You can't tell me that's not a big glaring hint.
I've been watching you.
I've seen so many theories, been Wesker, Leon, who is it? I said this in the last trailer, I will say it again. This guy sounds like he's from Eastern Europe. He's not from around these parts. Like a Spanish accent? It's such a weird accent. I'd have to say either Spanish or Eastern European. I said German in the last one, I don't know what crack I was smoking. talking. And this is the funny part. I'm actually almost half German. My dad grew up in a little German community in Ohio, so it does not sound German. I don't know what I was on, but definitely not Albert Wesker, and I don't know who the hell came up with that theory, bro. You need to go back to the drawing board. The outside of this is just so fucking insane. You see all just the rain, and in the fountain you see all the puddles. It's just great graphic detail, but it's so Spencer Mansion. It really is. And I have to assume that this is a sanitarium. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll edit it right now, but we'll get it.
You're not other people, you know.
Cool as shit. This architecture we were missing. When I saw this for the first time, they ate with this one. This shit good. The statues, it just all comes together to something that's just really RPD that we haven't seen in a long time. There's something to this where this doesn't quite feel like the Spencer Mansion. This feels more the opening hall for the RPD. Just the statues really kind of tie that together for me. When I put out my Resident Evil remake video, I got a lot of people that were like, oh, you shouldn't remake the first Resident Evil game. I want to make it clear right now that I did not in any way was, oh yeah, let's do this, let's remake this again like in the next year. No, I still think they should hold it off on the horizon. But if they were to do that, I mean, definitely taking cues from this ain't half bad an idea. I'm excited to see what they're cooking because this architecture is so dang good. I am excited.
You're quite unique.
He's got this little goggle set. I'm thinking it's night vision or maybe infrared. Oh, record player with horn. What is it called? Gramophone. Okay. I was so stupid. So you could see that the gramophone he has there is actually, I think, is a reused asset because whenever you are playing Resident Evil 2 Remake or you're playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, they have this gramophone kind of icon where you can play the old soundtracks as part of a DLC. So I'm thinking they reused the hell out of that, but I don't blame them because efficiency.
Tell me what's going on.
Oh, he be stalking her. That's creepy as shit, bro. I'm sure if I found like a picture of myself somebody took from far away, I'd be like, restraining order. So this is where Grace escapes from in the gameplay demo that was released for Gamescom. Now, of course, your girl never got to play it because I was stuck in Tennessee while everyone was having fun in Europe. So I just have to go off of what I've seen secondhand. But Capcom, if you could release that gameplay demo on PlayStation, some shit, I would really appreciate that. That way my broke ass can sit here and not have to jet off to Europe or fucking Japan to try to get me a piece of that content pie, okay? You know, help a girl out, okay? But yes, this is the area that she has to escape from in the opening demo. I'm assuming she has to collect batteries to power up that door over there. In Resident Evil 2 Remake, you had to get those fuses and put them in the door to open the door. That's kind of what that looks like. Oh yes, I want to talk about the gameplay a little bit. So Big Mama, she has a habit of crawling through the walls and ceilings. She's Spider-Man or something. And the thing is, she has adaptive AI, so you can't hide in the same area twice because Mr. X, where it's like, you can kind of just do the same thing repetitively. You can kind of game the system with it. With Big Mama, she learns from what you do. So when you do something one time, that might work that one time, it's not going to work the next time. Very interested to see how this is going to scare the shit out of me when I play it. I'm scared. It's like fucking foaming at the mouth and shit. He's infected with something for sure. He don't look too good. At the end of Outbreak, Alyssa Ashcroft and the others were administered the Daylight Cure to cleanse them of the T-virus in their system. It is reasonable to assume that some of that cure might have been passed down to Grace through her being born. For example, when Jake Mueller was born, he inherited a bunch of the virus resistance and also some of the superpowers from Albert Wesker that Wesker got from the progenitor injection. It's not crazy to believe that stuff related to the T virus passes down through genetics. That is to say then that her blood could be the cure, and that might be why he's after her blood. This whole thing, I know the first time she breaks through the door, I'm gonna be scared shitless. So let's fucking go, right? Let's fucking go, right? Yeah.
Grace, they're coming. Grace.
So here she picks up a gun for the first time. I'm guessing this is after the end of the gameplay demo because we don't see her use a gun in the gameplay demo. This is how I step through the kitchen at 3 a.m. trying to find the shredded cheese. Man, this bitch is huge. From everything we've seen about Big Mama is that she has blonde hair. Who else has blonde hair about that length? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's Alyssa. But man, there's blood all over the walls. You know she was eating good in here. Are those her heels? I mean, she's got big honking feet. You know that when she comes around to Southwest Airlines, they don't have enough foot room for her. I'm stupid. I'm gonna get back to the video. We see our hooded guy. He's on the ground. I'm thinking maybe like Grace pushed him or something, but then you see like a lantern fell over, and you're gonna see that Grace is around, everything's engulfed in flames, and that's why the Renwood looks burnt out as shit. She actually lit it on fire. So I'm thinking like during the fire, like during that scuffle, the hooded guy, he gets burned up a little bit, and that's why he looks extra fucked up at the end of this trailer. But I'm thinking he absconds with Alyssa's body during the chaos and commotion of the fire, and then he turns her into Big Mama. But that's just what I'm thinking. And then we have this scene. Judging by the reflection off of Grace's face, I'm assuming that this person through the glass trying to reach out to her, but she's like behind the glass. She's like, what the fuck is this? Okay, this lady I don't think is the same lady in the first trailer that we saw, but man, her infection ain't doing her too well because she's bashing her face in this mirror. Now, this is the first time I think we've seen a virus where it just straight up just makes you mangle your own body. That's crazy. Now, this creature, I don't know what the hell that is. Is this still in the sanitarium though? This doesn't really look like the sanitarium, but whatever type of creature. So I'm assuming that we're hopping locations throughout this game. We're going from location to location to location, kind of like what we did in Resident Evil 8 or even Resident Evil 4, where we just go to different places within this one kind of general area. So when people were afraid and they said, hey, is this going to be open world? I don't think it's going to be fully open world. I think it's going to be a lot like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 8, where you go to 4 separate set locations. Because I don't see Capcom to be the type to just let loose and take the training wheels off and let you crash off a cliff. I think that things are going to be very much controlled. As for this enemy here, it reminds me a lot of those hag creatures that are in the catacombs of Lady Dimitrescu's castle. I can't remember the name of those enemies off the top of my head. I'm thinking it's the hooded guy. That's about how my arm looked after I walked outside for a second, because the mosquitoes in Tennessee do not play around. He's like all infected and shit. I'm thinking maybe this is a flashback scene showing how he got infected in the first place, but we don't know if this is a standard T virus or if this may be a little bit of extra engineering at play. We had previously established that the room is on fire after the one little lantern gets knocked down. You could see blood here, but I had said last time I thought she got stabbed in the head. I actually reviewed it. She got stabbed in the neck. She got blood on the underside of her chin. Umbrella. We have not seen this logo in a hot minute. I'm guessing maybe a door puzzle or something related to Umbrella. You know, if they're coming back, it's some serious business.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Yeah, he definitely has some sort of weird accent for sure. Yeah, she's arming up. She's getting ready to escape. This had all sorts of aura. I was hyped. I like the bleachy look they're going for. Oh my god, it's Danny DeVito. I mean, look how jagged this motherfucker's teeth look. Looking like the hills have eyes. Looking like the Underminer from fucking Incredibles. This guy's skin, he needs some CeraVe, some shit to even out his complexion, you know, but he's got a big ass nose. I don't even begin to know who the fuck this is, to be honest with you. I don't know. I know it's the guy in the chair, but I would not begin to know the identity of this guy. I mean, could it be Brandon Bailey from The Connections? We've never seen Brandon Bailey before. Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Coming February 27th, 2026. Mark it down on your calendars. I know I already have. So I want to give some kind of closing thoughts. I want to say that I don't know if Leon or really any other character is going to pop up. From what I've seen so far, it's definitely a possibility. There's a lot that we don't know. We only know this opening section of the game. As you've seen in the trailers, we're going to get a stalker that perhaps is more adaptive to the player's behavior. Definitely an improvement over the AI of another stalker enemy, the Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 Remake. I feel like the creative creatives at Capcom are really taking a step back and evaluating player feedback. I feel like they are looking into the critiques of past Stalker enemies and applying that to this new Stalker enemy. From what we've seen with the gameplay demo that your girl didn't get to play because I'm not in Europe, the AI in this game functions more like the xenomorph in Alien Isolation, where the enemy is adaptive and actively learns from where the player has been. You can't hide in the same place twice. It gets wise to your tricks. As I had stated earlier, I think that we're going to location hop quite a bit. I do think they are holding off on showing us more to do with the RPD and Raccoon City. They're holding off on that for now. That's not to say that I don't think we'll get a trailer in the future showing more of that, but I think they're wanting to keep a lot of that section of the game in shadow, in shock, in surprise. That way we're kind of caught more off guard by it. I suppose that in that section of the game, we could see Leon, we could see Jill, we could see Claire, hell, even maybe Ada. We don't know. Will we see Leon in this game? I don't know. A lot of the leaks seem to suggest that. There's one leak spreading around where Leon has an eye patch or some shit. Don't you dare take my boy's eye away. Leave my man in one piece. So when it comes to this new villain, I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't have any guesses. He's got an accent that we've never heard a villain have before in these games. He sounds Eastern European at the very least, if not even slightly Spanish, which is weird. I don't think he's Oswald Spencer anymore because I re-listened to all of the audio from Resident Evil 5, that opening scene with Oswald Spencer, and Oswald Spencer has kind of like a Britishy kind of accent. Don't think it's any reincarnated form of Oswald Spencer. I have no answers. I don't know who the hell this is. It's a new guy. He looks like the Underminer from Incredibles 2. I love speculating with you guys. Honestly, I'd love to do a live stream where we can talk about this together in real time. Let me know if you guys think that's a cool idea. My conclusion with this second trailer, it's just reaffirming what I think. And I think that Alyssa is Big Mama. I'm willing to stake my integrity on that. And you know what? If I'm wrong, if it comes out that it's Lisa Trevor some bullshit, I am willing to eat crow. I am willing to admit to you guys that I got it wrong, did not predict correctly. But as of what we see now, I really do think it's Alyssa, which is going to be a complete gut punch. Everything is pointing to it. Thematically would make the most sense. From a storytelling perspective, it would be Kino. Okay, it would be peak fiction. If you want the full picture of Resident Evil 9 Requiem, don't stop here. In my last video, I broke down the very first reveal trailer and Koshi Nakanishi's interview, and together, those details perfectly connect with what we just saw today. Click right here to watch that breakdown next, and let's keep piecing this mystery together. If you guys liked it as always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and I enjoy hearing your feedback. I want to hear your thoughts. Did this trailer get you hyped for Resident Evil 9 Requiem? Which characters do you want to see in the game? Do you think Resident Evil 9 Requiem will be a good game? Leave your answers in the comments section and I will respond to as many as possible. That's all for now. Bye! Ooh, bye!